Welcome to Samurai Santa Saturday. It is Christmas Eve, y'all. Welcome to Christmas Eve, December 24th here on this beautiful Saturday. And I want to ask you a question. What did you learn in 2022? This is part 2, by the way, of a 2-part series. Yesterday I did part 1. If you're not sure on what I'm referencing or what I'm talking about, you can go back, scroll here on Instagram. I'm doing this as we speak live. Hey, Jay Scott, welcome. You can catch yesterday's topic and figure out and understand the process we go through for you to reflect on what your lessons are for 2022. And you can also go and catch that replay on YouTube, on my YouTube channel, which is at Zena Solomon. All right. So welcome. As you're hopping on here live, say hello. When you catch the replay, comment with hashtag encore or hashtag replay and let me know that you were here and you caught the replay. So what was your lesson for 2022? Want to hear from you. So a few things I want to share with you as you're reflecting and as we're reflecting on the final week of the 2022 as we embark on 2023. I want to say first and foremost that 2022 has been an incredible year in so many different ways. I mean, of course, any year we have ups and downs. I know I started off the year sick actually, because I was sick this time last year. I was sick. I had COVID, and I didn't get back on track until about second or third week of January of this year. So I had a little bit of a rocky end of 2021 going into 2022. However, we built, right? It's like, what do? You build, right? You build, we all build, right? So overall, I want to say 2022 has been an incredible year in so many different ways, from a health perspective, business perspective, growth perspective, cash flow perspective, so many opportunities, miracles, and all that good stuff. Hey, Jason, welcome. We miss you. Happy holidays. I want to share acquiring new clients, perhaps even releasing some clients that were draining and it was just wasn't working, into going and evolving into higher calling and higher purposes and all that good stuff. So we hustle, you hustle, we build. That's what we're focusing on. And I just to give you guys a sense, and I'm going to go into some lessons and highlights for 2022, and I would love to hear from you what your lessons are. Hey, Jason, would love to hear from you what your lessons are and what your highlights are from 2022. Okay, so I'm just going to share with the intention of inspiring you in what's possible, and also just to plant some seeds for you as you are planning out your 2023. So if that excites you, say I'm excited and I'm up for it, okay? Because we want to connect with you, all right? So, again, going into, just to give you guys a sense. So I, full-time, I do coaching, right? So I do life and business coaching full-time. I work with private clients. I also work with group clients. I also, I teach kickboxing twice a week, at the gym, at the club. And I have a business vertical that is in the organic collagen, liquid collagen space. Is an e-commerce business, so I'm building out that vertical, and I'm also building out a new platform starting next year, which is more in the in the space of you up leveling where you are in terms of your health, your happiness, and also hustle, right? So if you want to create a side hustle, all that stuff, I'm actually building that out. So this is a teaser alert. I'm just planting a seed just to let you guys know. You'll be hearing more about that details coming up. And in a nutshell, it's going to be you are a warrior on fire. And yes, you are a warrior on fire. So I'm so excited to share more about that later on. But I just wanted to plant the seed here with you here on this Christmas Eve. All right. So some lessons from 2022. I'm going to share that real quick. Then go into highlights and I'm going to wrap it up. And I want to hear your wins, your highlights, your lessons, and all that good stuff. So as you're hopping on here, please share, say hello, give yourself some hearts. Let me know you're here. Okay. Some highlights. Okay. First and foremost is focusing on win-wins no matter what. So we want to focus on, I'm going to share with you some lessons that I've learned, or, between what I've learned and also what I've experienced in terms of my growth and also working with other people as well, right? Always looking at win-wins. If there's a win-lose scenario on either part, it's just not going to work, right? And so when you focus on the win-win, everyone wins in the game, and everyone actually accomplishes. Everyone wins, right? The focus is everyone thriving, right? So focus on win-wins no matter what. Focus on your commitment no matter what. I mean, feelings will get in the way. Your emotions are going to get in the way. We're emotional beings, obviously. However, when you focus on your commitment and you follow through on your commitment, you will create the results that you want to create no matter what. So notice when you have a commitment and your emotions come up, right? I mean, we all do, right? So if you feel me, say, I feel you, because we're not alone, okay? So focus on your commitment, no matter how you feel, no matter how hard it gets. Focus on the commitment. Thirdly, in my experience, and this is something I've noticed this year specifically, is when you sit down and you plan out your goals, like you have a clear idea of what you want to build, right? So you have a goal, you have a target, etc., and you actually get intimate with creating a strategic plan, you accelerate creating the result. You hear what I'm saying? I'm going to repeat that one more time. So if you have an idea of what goal you want to hit, and you actually take some time, intimate time, to get connected to a strategic plan that you're going to implement, you will accelerate hitting that result, because you're going to find a way that you can get to that result quicker than just like being busy and going about your day. All right. If you want examples, I can share with you examples. I'm just giving you like big picture highlights and big picture lessons, okay? But if you want the nitty gritty examples, you can private message me and I'm happy to share specific examples with you, all right? Another thing is it may take you longer to achieve a specific goal or a specific result, etc. And the thing is, never give up, no matter what. Never give up. And I'll just share this example specifically. I was studying for a group fitness instructor certification by NASM, right? It's really hard to achieve that certification. I failed it the first time. I missed it by 1 point. I failed it the first time. And it was a bummer because I was like, oh my God, I studied for it. I failed it, blah, blah, blah. However, here's the lesson in that. The lesson is I still pursued and went for it and didn't give up on refreshing on studying the material. I wasn't like in a defeat mode where I was like, oh my God, like I failed, this sucks, blah, blah, blah. I mean, I could have gone there, but I focused more on like, okay, what was the lesson? Okay, I doubted myself in some of the answers. I changed, I knew why I actually failed. So, I was like, okay, that was my lesson. So next time when I take the test, retake the test, I'm not going to do that again. I'm just going to like follow my initial instinct and trust it, because I know that my instinct and my intuition is on point when I trust it. Okay. So I'm sharing that with you with the intention of inspiring you. Like how many times you have doubted yourself, you self-sabotage because you didn't trust yourself in the first instinct, whatever that impulse was. Like, you know it. Intuitively you do, right? So if you feel me, say, I feel you. Okay. Last thing, is, two more things. Less is more. Less is more. And in my experience, when you do less and you be more, you accomplish more versus the other way around. So less is more. Okay. And then final thing, and it's last but not least, of course, is pour into people, hook them up, no matter what. And because when you pour into people, you hook them up, you take some people under your wing, you help them out, you pour into them, you love them up, etc. It goes a really, really long way, and miracles do happen. And when you do that, you're a blessing for others, and it just like you become like such a blessing for other people. So do that for other people. All right. So those are big lessons I wanted to share with you. As far as highlights, I'm just going to quickly go over highlights and I'm going to wrap it up. So I want to hear your highlights, by the way. So, my goal for I want to say the word. So what is your word for this year? My word for this year was quantum growth and quantum acceleration. So acceleration in different areas. And I feel like in my experience, I've accomplished that. However, there's a next level. All right. So there's always a next level. So, I want to say the highlights, big highlights. My clients, many of them were succeeding. They were crushing it. Like they were popping, they were crushing it in terms of their financial goals. Many of them were crushing their health goals. Oops, hello there. I see you. Guy Man 80, welcome. Many of them were creating some really great results financially, physically, emotionally, spiritually, etc., and facilitating them creating those results. So that's powerful. It brings me so much joy when I see my clients popping and creating results. That makes me really, really happy. Okay. And a few things personal, like I'll share some personal goals. So this year, as you know, many of you know, many of us did a transformation show in April. That was a journey in itself. So we accomplished that. I did a 5K, multiple 5Ks, but I hit a personal best. I hadn't hit a personal best in a 5K in quite some time, but I did hit a personal best this year. We did Rugged Maniac. I don't like the mud. If you guys know me, I do not like being in the mud, but I did it because I wanted to get outside of my comfort zone. I'm doing Rugged Maniac again next year in July of 2023. So if you want to join us, please let me know. We're happy to have you join us as part of the team. It's going to be amazing. It's going to be so much fun. What else? Oh, I passed my group fitness thing finally. I took it last year and I failed, and I retook it again this year and I passed. Woo! So I'm excited for that. So yay! yay! I passed that exam. Many of us, four of us actually on the team became Spartan Trifecta athletes. Spartan Trifecta athletes. It's a huge accomplishment, by the way. So if you ever want to do a Spartan race, let me know. Happy to hook you up. I'm going to be hooking up many of my clients with Spartan races and stuff like that. So if you want to be part of it, please let me know. Also in investments, like I've invested in a lot of different things. One of the things I've invested in is voiceover, to take my voiceover career to a whole new level. So you'll be hearing more about that. I've also invested time in building out my organic collagen e-commerce business, and I've built it out to a certain point. Now there's a next cut. So if you want to hear more about that, let me know. I'm happy to support you with that. If you have a passion for health and wellness and want to help people and help them get results, and you want to build something of your own where you can create some good cash flow on the side, let me know and I'm happy to hook you up. All right. So those are main highlights of 2022 that I wanted to share with you that I'm very, very excited about. Want to hear your highlights and also want to hear your lessons. So thank you so much for tuning in. Like I said, feel free to share this with other people. Merry Christmas Eve for those of you who celebrate Christmas. Happy Hanukkah for those who celebrate Hanukkah. Kwanzaa's coming up on Monday, so we will be there. And tomorrow I'll pop in for just a little bit just to wish you guys a Merry Christmas. But I'm not planning on like giving content, etc. It'll be more like popping in, hi, bye type of thing. But if there's anything specific you would like for me to cover for tomorrow, please comment below. Let me know what it is, and I'm happy to spend and invest a few minutes to support you in whatever that topic is. All right. Merry Christmas. Have an amazing rest of your Christmas Eve, and I will see you tomorrow very briefly, at some point during the day. All right. Thanks so much. Bye for now. Cheers.